Okay everyone, carrying on from last lesson, we solved one-step equations using addition and subtraction, find the inverse operations. We're going to be continuing to solve one-step equations, but you've guessed it, we're using the multiplication and division. I mean, these two might not at first glance seem like it's multiplication and division, but we'll talk about that in a second. So, what does 2x mean? That's what I want you to think about. What does 2x mean? Well, that means 2 lots of x. So 2 lots of x, which is the same as 2 times x. So 2x equals 2 multiplied by x. So it's the same as 2 multiplied by x. In the same way, what does x over 2 mean? So that's a fraction. We hopefully remember that fractions are the same as can be written as a division problem. So x over 2 is the same as x divided by 2. If you think about it, 4 over 2 would just be 2, and that's the same as 4 divided by 2. So it's the same, works for algebra the same way. So we're going to use that logic and apply that to our examples today. So let's start off with 2x equals 10. So let's use the funnel method we used yesterday. So let's draw our funnel. Okay, and now let's think about the journey x takes to make 10. So 2x is 2 multiplied by x. So x is multiplied by 2 to make 10. What is the inverse of multiplying by 2? So the inverse of multiplication is division. Yes, it's division. So the inverse of multiplying by 2, so inverse of multiplying x by 2, to get 2x, is dividing by 2. If we do it to this side, what do we need to do this side? So we need to do it to both sides. That's why we draw our funnel. So remember to put whatever we put on this side, we have to put on this side. So whatever we do to this side, we have to do to this side. So 2x divided by 2 is just x. And 10 divided by 2 is, what's 10 divided by 2? How many 2's go into 10? Or 5 2's go into 10. So x equals 5, and that's our answer. So this should be simple and easy, hopefully. Multiplication is a lot easier than division. Division is a bit hard to get your head around, so let's think about this next one. So x over 2, we said x over 2 is the same as x divided by 2. So let's draw our funnel first. So x over 2, x divided by 2. So what journey does x take to become 10? So we divide x by 2. So we divide x by 2 to get 10. So what's the inverse of dividing by 2? So what's the inverse of division? Division is the inverse operation of multiplication. So the inverse of dividing by 2 would be to multiply by 2. So we multiply by 2 on both sides. Remember, draw on both sides. Remember, we have to, whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other. So x divided by 2 multiplied by 2 is just x. And 10 multiplied by 2 is 20. Okay, I might do one more example just to finally consolidate this, because that is quite hard. So let's have x over 5 equals 3. So let's draw our funnel and think about what journey x takes to become 3. In fact, I'm going to give you the extra dimension of having minus 3. So minus x divided by 5 equals minus 3. So x over 5 equals minus 3. So x over 5. So x is divided by 5 to get minus 3. So what's the inverse operation of dividing by 5? Well, the inverse operation of division is multiplication. So the inverse of divided by 5 would be to multiply by 5. So x over 5 multiplied by 5 is just x. And then remember, we have to, whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to the other. So make sure you have the operations on both sides. So minus 3 multiplied by 5 is, so 3 times 5 is 15. Remember, a negative number multiplied by a positive number is a negative number. So negative 15. And that would be our answer. I think you have 1 or 2 negatives, so you need to remember in the questions I'm giving you. So you need to remember to remember your rules for negative numbers. I'm sure you'll ace it. If you have any questions, just ask your teacher. Good luck.